Chris Waddle.
Oh, you're kidding me. September.
Kyle Lafferty.
Are you joking me?
Is that right?
I know, it's not right.
Anybody else?
Leash, was it?
Like, that is one of the most stupid questions.
Darius Vassell?
Seriously, you all need to just stay quiet. This is getting really annoying doing this quiz.
What is going on here?
Welcome along to the shoutiest segment on Irish radio. It's the scintillating, it's the stupefying, it's the splendido crappy quiz. Every Friday we pit three of team off the ball up against each other in a no-holds-barred quiz of sporting factoids at the end of the week. Allow me to welcome today's contestants. Our first contestant today is buzzing after a massive week for the Midlands. Firstly, Buccaneers RFC's Bowden Barrett got named to make his 100th cap for the All Blacks, and then, to put the icing on the cake, Athlone was depicted for the full 60 seconds of the Angelus last night. Give it up for the Athlone bone, Adrian "Who's Your Daddy" Barry.
There is some very good scenery, to be fair. It lends itself very well to a good Angelus montage.
I was watching it closely and I was wondering, where is this? I thought it was Ballina actually for a moment, and then I realised no, it's too beautiful, it's Athlone. And they revealed it at the end. It was like a lovely payoff after 60 seconds of bells.
I must go on to the player and watch that back.
Nice. Our next contestant today has been lifting weights with his upper lip for 11 months, curling it into shape for its month in the spotlight. That's right, it is Movember again, and it's time to grow that Ron Swanson, or maybe it's time to let that Salvador Dali do its thing. Whatever it grows, it is our pleasure to re-welcome the mustachioed menace back to the show. Give it up for Ger Gilroy.
Thank you very much, Owen. Thank you very much. Glad to be back.
It's trundling along there nicely.
Trundling is the word, yes.
Is it not cheating, Ger?
Yes, it probably is.
I'm just like, we should have this on the record so that when you're slagging me in 2 weeks' time.
Now, here's the thing, right? So last year I realised that I couldn't do the full Salvador Dali, and that was my mistake. So what I'm doing this year is I'm starting with this, and by the end I'll have the Salvador Dali.
Nice.
By the end of maybe for Christmas week, I might be able to have the Salvador Dali.
That would be class. That would really be a
that's the Poirot sort of thing is what you're talking about, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but longer than Poirot. But Salvador Dali's got a few extra inches on Poirot, I would have thought.
Wow.
While Adrian, meanwhile, our last contestant,
took a bit of it. Salvador Dali's got a couple of extra inches on Poirot. You obviously compared and contrasted.
Moustache size. While Adrian has traditionally claimed the Midlands on this quiz, he is like Lisa Simpson right now, jealously looking over at the baby with the unibrow. That's right, we've managed to find another person in the sports department who hails from a county that doesn't have any coastline. If you look closely into this contestant's eyes, you will see a childhood sadness from never ever being able to go to the beach. Give it up to OTB's own John King, Will Walk and Roll O'Callaghan.
Yeah, Owen, I'm hoping that you don't have to go back to Mayo for an All-Ireland final preview next year after throwing the ultimate shade at Ballina there.
It was our compliment to Athlone. Ballina is a beautiful, beautiful town, and nobody can ever take that away from them. So is Athlone, though. That's the problem.
He's trying to cover himself too much.
Yeah, we should do a World Cup of terrible towns. Athlone versus, no, I'm only joking, of great towns. Ballina versus Athlone will be the final, and the people and the scenery absolutely gorgeous.
I hope somebody's tweeting that comment right now without any context.
Both perfect for an Angelus montage. As ever, the format is the classic crappy quiz with a series of questions on a range of themes. Then it's on to the slip and slide of trivia, which is the rapid fire round. You can podcast the crappy quiz on otbsports.com or the OTB Sports app. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to click the thumbs up, even if this is a miserable experience. Please send any questions you have via postcard. Please, we haven't got them in ages. The Crappy Quiz Quizmaster, Off the Ball Towers, Marconi House, Diggs Lane, Dublin 2. Round 1 is the boring questions round. It is never multiple choice. Adrian, can you name the last country the Republic of Ireland women's team beat in a competitive international fixture before Finland?
Competitive.
Any ideas? What are the options?
Not really. I'm just trying to cycle through a few countries and see if anything.
Do it out loud. Cycle through.
No,
orally.
I'd just be literally naming countries. I'm gonna go with.
Go on, pick a country there. Do it.
Yeah, come on, Jesus.
Northern Ireland.
No.
Slovakia.
No. Montenegro.
Montenegro.
Oh, Will O'Callaghan there, coming in. Possibly.
We put Will in the quiz. We should just finish this now. It's over.
I was just about to say,
hand Will the trophy.
I think Will has just given us a spoiler there as to who might be wearing the crown at the end of this. Ger, question one for you.
Hang on. Now we should really deal with this properly. Will needs to be handicapped here, like -4 points. To start or something.
Me and Ger are like that guy on the. Did you see the pointless quiz during the week where he was like, "What was Homer's?" It's like after nectar. What was Homer's favorite?
Oh yeah.
Donuts. In the epic poem.
Yeah, in the epic poem.
That was the giveaway.
That was the giveaway.
It was a giveaway. It wasn't in The Simpsons. Yeah, go on.
Ger, if Patrick Mahomes is the highest paid NFL player per year, earning $45 million annually, who is the second highest paid?
Dak Prescott.
No, it is a quarterback. It's Josh Allen on $43 million a year.
That was a specialist topic question as well.
Yeah, there you go. Will, in fairness, you're the only one who got done out of a specialist topic here. Will, who was the last Offaly player to win a football All-Star?
Stop. That's a gimme. That's a tap in.
Carl Daly?
Correct. In fairness, it's not. It's 24 years. It's 24 years.
You know that Will has that tattooed on his arse. Like, that's... That is a specialist topic if ever there was one.
Good answer, Will. He got it quickly, in fairness. 1997, Cathal Daly was named in the All-Star Team of the Year, the last Offaly footballer to make
so
it.
So few options to choose from as well is the thing.
Round two.
We've had an All-Star in every position in both codes, Adrian. It's going to be a while before Westmeath get past.
It didn't take much, does it? It's like
we've got one more recently than Offaly.
I hope Midlands 103 are tweeting this out now as we speak.
Round two is the Ivan Etniage round. Back despite no popular demand. In this round, we will play the voice of a sports person, and all you've got to do is tell me who's speaking. The only catch is that the voice will be played backwards. And in this round, you will hear the voices of football pundits. Adrian, you're first up. Have a listen to this.
If you're pressing, you can only press when every single person out.
I would say.
I would suggest that's probably my fault.
Hang on a second. No, I would say that's Graham Souness.
Oh no!
Minus points for Barry and minus points for you.
I don't know how that happened. Can we get the next clip played on PFL to ensure that it is going backwards? The next one is going backwards for sure. Yeah.
No. They all have to be the same now. This is nonsense. We're all no matter what happens. We play the round, but we all get a point each. That's the only way to do this.
That's not the way this thing works.
What we're going to do right now is we're just going to make sure that
you can't compound your error by making 2 more errors. Oof.
Let's. We got the question for number 2. Good to go. Yeah. Okay. So apologies. Adrian's got a leg up there. I apologise to everybody. This thing happens. You know.
The producer has just said here. The ruling is that the point is fine.
You cannot do that. You can't do that.
Ger, just keep your ears open. This is your question.
Come on! You might as well have played it forward.
This is an exceptionally easy round. Everybody fails in this round.
This is ridiculous.
That was a lot easier than it sounded last night.
It nearly sounds the same going backwards.
Ger, what's your...
Is that actually going backwards?
What's your answer?
It's John Giles.
It's great. Let's see, you're 1-1 now, and Will might actually have got a harder one here. So
Michael Gagnon, there you go.
I hope that this one is going backwards. This round has been a disaster. I apologise on behalf of myself. I messed up. Will, have a listen. What are you thinking, Will?
That is much trickier.
It definitely is.
Not really.
It definitely isn't the one I got played forward.
Yeah. Can I get one more listen to
it? Yeah, let's do it one more time.
Like a never-ending rap now at this stage.
Gonna need an answer, Will.
I actually have no idea.
Pass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I get a bonus point?
You can't get a bonus point, but tell us who it is.
The answer.
Tamika Richards.
Yeah. Played away there.
Oh, good work.
Yeah. Micah Richards and Will, unfortunately, that leaves you on 1 point. Ger, you're on 1 point. Adrian, you're on 1 point, and that is the end of round 2. So
I got played forward. Ger got somebody he's been working with for 20 years. And Will got Shafted.
I think Richards was pretty easy, I thought.
Round
The first
three.
time I've actually recognised it.
In fairness, you didn't get a specialist topic in round one, Adrian, so we literally played your backwards clip forward.
That's fair enough.
Round three is you still had to tap it in. Like, I mean, you didn't necessarily know who Graham Souness was.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can never take anything for granted here. Round three is the Pass the Parcel of Doom round. Yes, it is time for another edition of our brand new round in the Crappy Quiz. And this round, I will give you a category that involves a list of names. All you got to do is give me a name that matches the list, and the Parcel of Doom passes on to the next contestant, who then also has to give me a name. We will keep moving through the list until one of you gives me an incorrect answer, at which point that person will be deducted 1 point. Adrian, you're going to lead us on the first list here. Barcelona managers this century.
Ronald Koeman.
That's one. Next up is Ger.
Etienne.
That's two. Will.
Frank Rijkaard.
Frank Rijkaard. That's three.
Pep.
Pep. Yep. Ger.
Luis Enrique.
Luis Enrique. Yeah.
Tito Villanova.
Tito Villanova. Correct. Yeah.
That was the one that I had next.
Adrian, back to you.
What happens here? I missed the start of it.
Don't know.
Adrian's out. He loses a point. Ger, it's over to you.
Luis Van Gaal.
Van Gaal, good answer.
Good answer.
Still in it. Can you stay alive, Will?
Tata Martino.
Gerardo Martino, yes.
Yeah, Tata, yeah.
Yeah. Indeed.
I think there's only about two left,
there
now, or one left.
There are
Are there many left?
4 left. A couple of very short stints. Gonna need to push you for an answer here.
Albert Ferrer.
I can't give you that. I can't.
you can't.
Hey, Lorenzo Serra Ferrer.
No, sure, that's not what he said. Entirely. Will you stop?
Entirely, I can't
That
give
was
you that.
closer to Ander Herrera than it was.
It was indeed. Will, you survive. You're the only person who doesn't get deducted a point. Ernesto Valverde was one you didn't say, and Radimir Antic. That was the list. Will, you're on 1 point. Ger and Adrian, you're both back to 0. Ger, you lead us off on this one. A list of League of Ireland Premier Division grounds.
Finn Park.
Finn Park is one.
Who's next?
Will.
Richmond Park.
Richmond Park, indeed. Yeah.
Dalymount Park.
Dalymount. We're 3 in. Back to you, Ger.
Tala.
Tala Stadium. Yeah.
The RSC.
The RSC. Yeah.
The Showgrounds.
Showgrounds. Yeah.
Turner's Cross.
Yes.
And the first division.
No, they're in first division. Correct. They're not on my list. Sorry. Apologies, Will. Thank you. I'm trying to rattle through these. Yeah, you're down to -1, Ger. There is 5 left. No, sorry, 4 left.
Oh, for God's
Admir,
sake.
Will, back to you.
Oriel Park.
Oriel Park, correct.
That's what I was going for.
3 left to choose from, Adrian.
Talca Park.
No.
Was Richmond Park
Dalymount.
said?
Richmond Park was said. The 3 left were Bishopsgate, Heading the Game Park / United Park, and the Brandywell were the other options. So, Will, you've survived once again, and Will, you take us up here on the third one. Current Premier League shirt sponsors.
Team Viewer.
Team Viewer is one. Adrian.
Standard Chartered.
Standard Chartered, yeah, Liverpool.
God.
Sure.
888.
No, 888 is not a sponsor right now. I had to peruse the list there. Ger, you're out. Will, back to you.
Etihad / Etihad Airways / Man City.
Correct. Adrian.
3.
3, yeah, good shout. Chelsea. Will, back to you.
Kazoo, or this is Aston Villa.
Kazoo and Everton. Villa and Everton are sponsored by Kazoo.
Emirates.
Emirates, yeah. Still Arsenal sponsors. Will.
This is a struggle now. So many betting companies and stuff as well. You've said Standard Charter for Liverpool. You've said 3 for them. Tottenham are. This is a struggle. I've said Everton.
I think that's time up.
Yeah, I think I'm out of time here. Go on.
We'll lose as Adrian survives.
The Sports Direct one?
Sports Direct is not one, no.
It's a point anyway.
Newcastle are sponsored by
Newcastle.
Fun 88, of course. AIA was Spurs, American Express was Brighton, Betway was West Ham, FBS was Leicester, Fun 88 was Newcastle, Hollywood Bets is Brentford, Lotus is Norwich, ManBet X is Wolves, Espo Top is Leeds, Sportsbet.io is Southampton, SpreadX Sports is Burnley, Stake.com is Watford, and W88 is Crystal Palace. So the scores after round 3 is Will on 0, Adrian on -1, Ger on -2. Round 4 is the Fun Free Magic number round. Contestants in this round get 3 points for getting the number exactly right. If no one manages that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points. The second closest gets 1 point. I'm going to state that we can only accept the answer that's written on your paper. I'm also going to have to ask for your pens once the music ends. So if you don't mind, give us the following number. The number of total hurling All-Ireland's Limerick have won in their history, plus the number of Premier League goals scored by Mo Salah so far this season, plus the total number of career touchdown passes Tom Brady has now completed in the NFL,
Jesus Christ.
plus the number of delegates that were eligible to vote at last week's GAA Special Congress. Your 30 seconds expire when Sinatra sings Bright Shiny Beads.
What's the Brady question? I haven't, that's...
He reached a milestone last week of touchdown passes in his career. How many is his total now? The number of All-Ireland's Limerick have won in hurling, the number of Premier League goals Salah has scored so far this season, and the number of delegates that were eligible to vote at Special Congress last week. You add them all up. What do you get? Adrian, you're angry, I can tell. But your pen
Brady
is
one
down.
is just such a curveball. It's such a loose, for somebody who hasn't literally
Yeah,
had
whatever. Adrian, shut up.
clue.
We get your numbers
Well,
there.
what's your total
Show
number?
us your number.
388.
388, Ger.
790.
790, Will.
Oh, it's higher than that. I've gone 14 plus 600, which is 614. Sorry, I had to write it in Google Docs. I don't have a sheet. And
Oh, come on.
183.
He's working out the answers. He heard what I had first. Go on.
Yeah,
I think
it's like
DQ. I think DQ.
847.
Bust, doesn't matter. Ger gets the 2 points. Ger is back to 0.
get a point.
Adrian gets a point. He's also back
That
to
is
0.
ridiculous.
It is 0-0-0 after the Fun Free Magic number round.
Yes, yeah.
So just to go through that, Limerick have won 10 All-Irelands. Salah has scored 10 goals. Tom Brady has now thrown 602 touchdown passes in his NFL career.
crazy.
And there were 183 eligible voters at Special Congress last weekend. That totals up to 805, which is 0-0-0. We're going to have to go again very quickly here on the Ireland caps because it's a three-way tie. Can you write this down in your paper, please? How many caps does Conor Salmon have? And whoever gets closest gets to go first. Whoever gets second closest gets to go second, and so on. And there will be no bust in this. Whoever just gets closest. So number
Salmon
down.
of College. Yeah.
Salmon of College. Okay, Ger, what have you got? 6. Will.
6.
I've gone for
4.
8.
8. Adrian goes first. Ger goes second. Will goes third.
That's
the,
no advantage. Do I not get to choose?
The answer.
What's the answer?
The answer is 9. No, you want to
I'm
go.
happy to go last.
Okay, Grant, go last. Who did I say goes?
I'll go first.
Ger goes second. Ger goes first. Will goes second. Adrian goes last. Fine. All right, Ger, are you ready?
Yeah.
Rapid fire round. Your 40 seconds starts now. Gareth Anscombe plays for which Welsh club?
Ospreys.
Correct. Name either of the teams in this year's World Series.
Pass.
Too long.
San Francisco Giants.
Astros or Braves. Aston Villa's Matty Cash has this week been given permission to play for which country, Will?
Poland.
Correct. Name the last club Ronald Koeman took charge of before Barcelona. Everton. Too long. What club does Denise O'Sullivan play for, Adrian?
The Atlanta Braves.
No, North Carolina Courage. Who's coming third in the Formula 1 Drivers' Championship this season, Ger?
Verstappen.
Bottas. Unbroken is the name of which ex-Kerry footballer's new book, Will?
Jade O'Mahony.
Correct. Will O'Callaghan wins it. Will O'Callaghan wins it by a point.
With 1 point, I think, as well, right?
With 1 point. Indeed. Will O'Callaghan,
0
congratulations. You snuck it at the end. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm glad we didn't start with a 4-point penalty. I'm also glad to win the Battle of the Midlands plus Ger. So there you go. Nathan decides to spend some time with his kids and I win the quiz.
Can we just take a moment for Adrian's Atlanta Braves, North Carolina Courage?
I knew she was in America, so you know what I mean. Just throw it out there. I could have said donuts. That was my next answer.
Different sport, but at least it was the right, emotional, brave, courage. That's
right
what you're
pitch.
thinking there.
Yeah, I think it's synonymous there. Okay, you've been watching the Crappy Quiz. Thanks, Millie, for being with us. OTB AM has been brought to you by Gillette. Good morning. Start with Gillette. Put your best face forward with their new and improved razors. If you're a Munster fan, by the way, there's a brand new Munster Rugby podcast over on the Rugby channel, The Red 78 with Alan Quinlan and Niamh Briggs. Every Wednesday, they're going to be bringing you in-depth analysis of each weekend's game, interviews from some of the biggest players, and all the action from other teams around the province. You can subscribe to the Off the Ball YouTube channel and the OTB AM podcast. We'll be back here on OTB AM on Monday. Mark Lawrence and Alan Quinlan and much, much more from 7:30 as ever. Have a good weekend.